from where this milk production, from where this milk is coming. Only and only it is possible when an animal is having the optimum reproduction. It means like that. Simple thing is, when an animal deliver a calf, then only the natural process is there, the production of the milk is there, and the milk is mainly by the naturally processed. It is mainly for the calf that it has delivered, so that it can be nourished there. But as and when the human being tried for the development of the breeds by the natural selection, by breeding, and by the policy, by any nutrition and management interventions, they have made these livestock, particularly the cow and buffalo, that are giving more and more milk, and that is being consumed by the human beings. So again, I emphasize that point. Still, if the productive managements are not optimum, we cannot thought of the milk production, even for the single drop of the milk production. If there is no production, say for example, when the lactation cycle, it is of about 305 days. If it gets over, an animal is not pregnant. So how can we think that next coming lactation will be started soon after the 305 days of the one complete lactation? So in this way, we can say this reproductive management is very important to obtain the milk as well as to sustain the production and productivity from the dairy animals. This is a brief regarding the what is the basic background and the importance of this topic. So shall I move to the slides next now? So if we think the reproduction, as we all know that it's a simple process in which the animal is producing the offspring, and it is the purpose how the one species is being continued in this you can say ecosystem. So it requires both. As we know that the male part and the female part, and here in the livestock, when we talk for the cow and buffalo, particularly in terms of the milk production, this male gamete, that is a semen and sperm, it is now as the natural you can say natural mating is being replaced by the artificial insemination. So male part is due taken care in the labs, that the semen production, semen processing, and the semen how it is being processed in the lab is duly cared by the lab and the scientists they are working. So another aspect to obtain the offspring, to continue the reproduction, is the female gamete, that is the ova, egg, and oocyte. It is being processed inside the animal from the same, okay, you can say that where we are also getting the milk. So the milk and the oocyte, they are very much correlated. The quality of the milk and how the oocyte is being developing, it is being very much correlated. So coming to the next slide. Reproduction in female cows, we can say it is refers to the ability of the cow to express the signs of the heat, conceive, maintain the pregnancy within the specific time period. So if we talk reproduction, an animal is giving the birth in 3 years or like so. So we cannot say the reproduction is maximum or optimum. For a dairy entrepreneur and a farmer can be benefit only when a cow is giving one calf in a year. If we talk how we can say how we can obtain this one calf in a year, we all know that gestation period, the period from the conception when the fertilization of the ova and the sperm takes place inside the uterus to the delivery of the calf, it is about 9 months. And in particular, if we say for the cow, it is 9 months and 9 days, and buffalo, it is 10 months and 10 days. So for cow, it is a punchline that one calf in a year. So 9 months is the gestation period. Apart from that, 3 months are required after the delivery. The uterus, the genitalia system, again rebound to its normal physiological and endocrinological conditions, so that the animal get able to reproduce, to exhibit the signs of the estrous cycle, and to able to get conceived. The uterus becomes again the healthy, and after that you can say delivery, there is lot many discharges, what we call the lochia, the uterine discharges. So that contains the bacteria and other many contents like the placenta contents, so that get evacuated out, and the uterus becomes again healthy. After the 3 months, the animal must get conceived. So once the delivery is there, after 3 months the animal is conceived, then again you can say 9 months is the gestation period. This is how this cycle should continue. Anyhow, if there is any breach, any breach in this process, then if 1 month or 2 months later is being taken, like 15, 16 months are taken by an animal, cow. Interval calving interval is 15 months, means two delivery, in between the two delivery the interval is increasing. That affects the economy as well as the milk production and productivity of that animal, in particular that lactation length as well as throughout its lifespan. So, in this way, how we can say that understanding this female reproductive system is thus becomes a very important for the dairy farmers to obtain the quality milk productions. So, if we see this reproduction, we can give an overview. You can see revise many of us are knowing this anatomy of this reproductive system. Uh, any cursor, if I move the cursor, that will be moving in that PowerPoint also. Excuse me, the coordinator, madam. Am I audible there?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please
Okay.
continue.
If I use the pointer here, is that visible there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So if we see this, the genitalia system, above one is the large intestinal parts, and below is the reproductive system parts. So here in the large animal, we assess the genitalia through the rectal palpation, what we call the rectal palpation, and anatomically we can see the different parts of the genital system. The main structure, the you can say the germ organ, we can say it is the ovary, just like the testes in case of the male, and the ovaries that are the egg producing organs. After that, we can see it is the fallopian tube, the oviduct. We can also say the oviduct. Here, the after this, the ovas, oocytes, or we can say the oocytes,
Hello? Sir, you're not audible. Hello? Sumit sir? Hello? Sir, can you check your mic? Hello? Hello? Was it-
I think we lost the resource person connection. He might be joining in.
unmute तो है, कोई बात नहीं, it is unmute. The screen is also shared there. काट देते हैं फोन तुमसे.
You are audible. I think there was some disconnection from your internet.
Hello.
Yeah, you are audible now.
Okay.
You're audible.
Yeah.
Go to your PowerPoint presentation.
I am trying
start
to
the
open the
slideshow.
PowerPoint again.
Yes. Hide and do the slideshow.
Yeah, it is from the
Perfect.
slideshow only.
Yes, perfect. Now you can start.
So I have from where it got disconnected so that I can recollect from that side.
Participants, could you please
Sir,
ask?
please be loud.
Just a second.
Please be loud.
Participants, could you please tell sir which is the last slide that sir was on? I think this one. Can you move back? Hello?
Yeah, I am getting.
Can you move back a slide?
Yes, this one.
No, go back one more.
Go back.
Yes. Yeah, this is the slide I think you were on.
Okay. Shall I continue? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. A bit louder, please, and team
Yeah.
is able to hear you.
I am speaking very loud. So this we have discussed regarding the anatomy of the reproductive system, and what I was trying to say that until unless we get the proper knowledge of the reproductive system, we cannot thought how the milk production can be obtained, because reproduction is the key part. Reproduction is a key part to start the production, milk production, as we have discussed in the previous slide also. So coming to the next slide. Here what I was discussing, that even after getting that this is the right time of the heat, this is the correct heat, but we should know the right timing of the insemination also, because if we do the insemination too early, in case of the, again some phone is coming, I think. Hello.
Sir, you are audible.
हेलो, मैं कनेक्टेड हूँ मैडम, कनेक्टेड हूँ है, मैं कनेक्टेड हूँ. कोई सर, हाँ सर बोल रहे हैं कनेक्टेड है वहाँ पे उधर.
हाँ, hear you sir, we are able to hear you. Please carry on.
Actually, I think the phone is coming from other person. They may be sitting in some other room, and the audience are sitting in another room, and the presentation is going in some other room. That's why the phone is coming like that. So sorry for that. So even after knowing the right heat detection, it is a study that shows that about 20% in case of the buffaloes, and 20% and about more than 10% in this cattle, we are doing some faulty AI because of the improper timing only. And if we are doing an improper timing, say the basic behind is that the oocyte and the sperm both are the live, you can say single cell, live or single cell parts, and they have some lifespan of about 12 to 24 hours. If we inseminate the animal too early, there is a chance that oocyte will get aged and die. If we inseminate too late, so again we can say the sperms are live, but oocyte is not live there. So the timing will not be matching for the fertilization. The fertilization will take place only and only when the healthy oocyte get contact with the sperm that is capacitated. So improper timing has been found to cause the failure of the conception in case of the 20% of buffalo and 10% in case of cattle. And that's why the farmer will get the missed heat, means the heat will get lost, means that in that heat, the conception, the fertilization is not taking place, although the uterus is healthy. So with that loss of one heat, how much the farmer is getting lost? You can see the complete one cycle is lost. 21-day milk production loss is there, because the entire lactation length will get extended there, because the 21 days of the milk the farmer is not getting. And if we see the cost of about milk, say it is 6,000 to 7,000 per Jebu Indian cattle. And if we talk for the crossbred cattle that are producing more than 30 kgs of the milk per day, so we can think if 50 rupees per liter of a milk and costing 30 for about 30 liters, it is around 1,500 1500 per day. So for 21 days, how much the loss of the farmer is there? We can think of that. So that's why we should educate the farmer. We must know the science of the heat detection. So this is the next slide where we can tell the farmers what are the different signs of the heat. I have to move a bit fast because some slides, some time was lost in improper connectivity. So the signs of the heat we can see here, although we might be knowing, the farmer might be knowing the signs, the restlessness, the aggression, the bellowing. This is what the frequent bellowing. In Hindi we say that rambhana, animal ka, then tail raising, homosexual behavior, mounting on the other animal, hypersalivation, sniffing, licking. These are different signs. And the major sign, if we see the physiological changes, the tonicity, the inside the uterus, because of the hormone level, because of the estrogen level get increased in case of the estrus, this genitalia become hyperemic, and there is a clear mucus discharge that is hanging up to the hog joint. That is glassy, clear, stringy, elastic mucus. This is the best sign that we have to tell the farmers. These are the different signs. But one peculiar thing we should tell also, we should note also that all these signs may not be present in all animals. It is like that. Some animal may show the bellowing, some may show the micturition. These are the different signs. Few signs may be shown by few animals like that. But if the discharge is there, and this is the best sign to detect the estrus, and discharge is visible in case of the early morning and the late in the, you can say, the evening hours. So educating them, as well as the farmers should write in record with paper and pen what are the different signs for the estrus, and when date and time when the animal had shown the estrus. If the labor is expensive like that, the farmer may not be able to physically verify the signs. There are different heat detection aids also. The progressive farmers of Punjab, Haryana, they are using regularly the different aids. You can see here the tail painting and chin ball. So how this tail painting works? If we paint all these animals, all the animals like all the female animals that are about to come heat, or randomly if we paint all the animals and with this paint, and say after 12 hours or 24-hour interval, if we wash these animals, we can see the paint get faded. Why? Because of the mounting by the other animals. The more the fading of the paint, more that animal has been mounted by some other animals, it means that animal intensity of the estrus is more. Similarly, if we implant such this chin ball in case of with some teaser animal, and in this ink has been introduced, some color ink, say yellow, blue, like that ink, fluorescent ink is introduced, and when this is placed below the chin and this animal mounts on another animal, the ink that spreads on this rump region of the female. So these are the different, you can say, detection aids. Pedometer, as we know that animal get restless. This is what the pedometer is there. This has been connected. This could be connected to CCTV, and with the monitor only we can say we can check the activity of the animal, because animal in the heat stress become the you can say the restless. So this activity, pedometer activity, will increase, and when it is increased to 4 times, means 400% times the activity is increased, we can suspect that animal is coming to the stress. One peculiar finding is that the doka, we can see here, it is particularly sign that is being vernacular language being used in the eastern region, and you can say or the Haryana regions where buffalo shows this signs. So these are different aids where we can use to improve the reproductive interventions. We can manage the reproduction, thereby we can improve the milk production. Now, what are the different reproductive problems where the management is required so that we can have the good milk production? One, we have discussed the lack of the heat detection. Another is the anestrus. Third problem is the repeat bleeding, abortion, dystocia, ROP, prolapse, metritis, pyometra, uterine torsion. These are different reproductive problems. We can manage many of these problems. We can prevent these many problems. And we can also treat these problems. We should treat these problems at the earliest, so that the animal can rebound to its normal productive stage, so that animal can conceive again, and so that animal can give calf, and milk production cycle, healthy milk production cycle can be revived again. So that's why the management of this reproduction problem is very much important. Here I have shown the parameter also. This is a problem where many times the farmer complain that smell is coming in the milk also. This is the parameter, the infection in which the pus is, it is called the pus filled uterus. Uterus, it is the place where the fetus is developing. So apart, if the pus is there, that may be due to the faulty air, that may be due to any infection, that may be ascending or descending type of the infection. If pus get filled inside this uterus, many times this infected pus or the treatment of the antibiotics when required, the smell in the milk comes, so that milk become unhealthy, and that is, you can say, that get less price, or we have to discard that milk if we are, that is being used in the cooperatives. So milk will not be procured by the cooperative societies. So we have to look how we can manage these reproductive problems. One is the any stress. The animal inability to show the estrus or detect the estrus, it is called as any stress. There may be a lot many reasons, like improper feeding is there. Whenever the animal is in the negative energy balance, proper estrus detection is not there. As we discussed, different sign symptoms. If detection is not proper, timing is not proper, so that animal may be in the any stress. Housing management. If we see the floor or the roof is less and the floor is slippery, so animal will not show some signs like the mounting, and another signs, if animal is in the stress, so animal may not be showing the signs of the stress, because stress, that the animal that is facing some sort of the stress, it comes in the negative energy balance. So whenever there is a negative energy balance in the animal will not show the signs of the stress. Poor body condition of the animal. These are some of the reasons. Whenever there is a condition, body condition scoring is poor, the nutrition will not be diverted towards the reproductive system, because we say the reproduction for animal, it's not an essential process, it's an luxurious process. I will repeat the line. It is a simple line and well texted line. Reproduction is not an essential, it is a luxurious process for animal. So luxury can only be fulfilled whenever essential basic needs are fulfilled. So if the condition is not proper, so how we can think that reproduction will be optimized, and when reproduction is compromised, milk production will certainly get compromised. Anestrus is also a normal phenomena in case of the pregnancy, in case of the postpartum, and in case of the high lactation animal. Pregnant animal, because when animal is pregnant, the cycle will get, you can say, stopped there. Postpartum is a phase when uterus have to rebound its normal condition, and that phase also the animal is physiologically in stress. So the treatment includes, we should know, as we have discussed, emphasize more on the heat detection. What are different signs of the heat detection? We should improve the heat detection. Some farmers, they give the incentives to the labor apart from their salary or wages. They give extra incentives for this you can say labor. If he detect the estrus at proper time, he may get some extra you can say some monetary benefit. So it is very important, because that farmer knows the importance of the heat. That's why he put some emphasis on the heat detection. Nutrition inputs. We should improve inputs like positive energy, deworming. Many a times we see that worm infestation is heavy in case of the animals, because animals, they graze, and whatever they are eating, there are lot many chances that eggs of some parasites, internal external parasites are there, that may be ingested by the animal, and they may get the worm infestation in their visceral organ. That's why they are being you can say sucking the blood and the nutrients. So animal will not be in the post energy balance. So deworming is a simple, very cost effective treatment. We should routinely go with the deworming. And mineral mixture we can give because it's simple a process that nowadays all the persons they are being taking some revital like capsule in case of the human beings. Similarly, the mineral mixture, it is very much required. It should be given regularly, whether irrespective of any stage, whether the animal is in the puberty stage, whether the animal is in the pregnant stage, whether it is in milking stage, whatsoever the stage, the mineral mixture should be fed to the animals. And other things like vitamins, salt, iodine, herbal plants, aloe vera has been found to improve the any stress condition. One thing is that the uterovarian massage, it should be done with the some, we can say, well expert in the veterinary side. That person should do this ovarian massage. It will improve the blood supply towards the ovary, and animal will exhibit the signs of the estrus. If some layman is doing that there, that may lead to the some abnormalities like adhesion, and it will lead to the infertility in case of the animal. Stress condition, as I have pointed out, it should be minimized. One thing is that another problem is repeat breeding. Means animal is showing the signs of the estrus. Person is doing the AI, but it is still not getting the conceive. And if such episodes have been repeated for 3 or more times, means animal is regular cyclicity of 21 days, and is being done AI by a good veterinarian, but still the animal is not conceiving. That problem is called as a repeat breeding. Shall I continue? Am I audible there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's good. So there are lot many chances of the repeat breeding, like the season, peripartum disorder, metabolic disorder, nutrition. Urea जब ज़्यादा खिला देते हैं, that high urea may be given to the animal, so that that thing that it will act as a protein source and it gives the more milk. Low calcium, phosphorus. There are lot many causes of the repeat breeding. One major reason is that improper timing of the AI. Then treatment is improved AI practices, as it should be followed. When the animal is in the heat in morning, the AI should be done in the evening. And if the animal is in the heat in the evening, the AI should be done on the next morning. So this practice, what we call in veterinary side is the thumb rule, how to improve the conception by simply time management. Hygiene AI is very important. As we have seen the previous slide, there was a case of pyometra. If infection goes in the uterus, it's a very good source for the multiplication of the bacteria. If some fecal part, as the rectal part, we have already studied the anatomy. The feces, you can say the part is above just this gentle part. So if feces comes, and the rectovaginal method is there to do the AI. If feces comes inside this AI gun, this is the instrument doing the AI. This is called the AI gun. So the bacteria may get inside the uterus, and they may lead to some sort of the infection. So hygiene is very much important. Another is the pulse to energy balance. To conceive, implant, and to nourish any fetus embryo inside the uterus, animal should be in the positive energy balance. Means energy is there. If energy is there, animal is in positive, then only it can implant, it can conceive, and it can nourish the early embryonic development. And stress should be avoided. Maintains the proper record. As I have already told, that record should be kept in with proper writing. Farmers, they don't keep the record in writing, so they will say only by their, you can say, the memory, that may be true or false, that on that day animal came heat, on that day animal came heat. But if there is proper record, we can check if the animal is regular cyclic or not. So if we have seen two condition, any stress and that you can say the repeat breeding, the both in those conditions, if proper AI is being done, we can treat such conditions. How? What the right AI means? AI is the artificial insemination, because we have the natural mating has been now replaced with the artificial insemination. It means the semen is being processed in the lab, and the technician is doing the AI. AI is what the AI is. AI is using the semen that has been processed inside the lab and deposit that semen inside this uterus at the right time. You can say that when the animal is in the estrus. So right AI means the timing when the animal is in the estrus. It is a pictorial diagram where the animal is, you can say, bellowing. So right timing of the AI should be there. person should be, you can say technique should be right. It should be using with the rectovaginal method is there. Also, the infection or the hygiene condition is being maintained by that person. Technician should be experienced, must also know the pregnancy diagnosis, because many a times the pregnant animal also come in the heat, and person if do the AI in case of pregnant animal, it will lead to the abortion of that animal. After that, the site is very important. We have discussed the different parts of the genitalia. This is the cervix. So internal, at the mid of the cervix or the internal of the cervix, just at the, you can say the at the verge of the cervix and the uterus, this is the site of the deposition of the frozen semen there. So these things should be taken care. How we can improve the reproductive management. This is the you can say the simple kit where the different parts are being shown: AI gun, the paper towel, this thawing unit, and thermometer, timer. You can say twitcher, clamps. All these things are important in field condition. The, you can say the AI worker may not be using these things. That's why the result may be somewhat low, even if maybe 5 to 10% results may be improved if we are using proper things, proper time and temperature of the thawing of the semen. This is what I was telling. The semen, you can see it is a liquid nitrogen container. My pointer is visible there. This is liquid nitrogen container in which the semen is being deposited. We should not pull out this canister too much high, because this liquid nitrogen is having the temperature of -196, and semen is preserved in this 196. We should pull it just in a way that we can use this forceps, we can use this twitcher, and we can remove this straw within the liquid nitrogen container, so that it will not be, there will not be much fluctuation in the temperature. And immediately after taking this straw, five for a bit of second, you can say the 2, 3, 5 seconds, it should be waved in the air, and immediately after that it should be plunged in the water. The temperature of the water, it should be clean. Firstly, the water should be clean, and temperature should be 36 to 37 degrees centigrade, and the straw is dipped for 30 seconds. That's why the importance of timer was there. It should not be like the 30 second ho gaya, ya 90 second ho gaya, ya 2 minute ho gaya. It will cause the damage in the spermatozoa. जितना 30 से ज्यादा टाइम होता जाएगा या 30 सेकंड से ज्यादा, it will cause the damage in the spermatozoa, and the damaged spermatozoa will result in the poor conception rate. So it is a scientifically proven that 36.5 for 30 seconds is the best time for the semen thawing. And after that, once it has been thawed, it should be wiped. Water should not be there at the tip of the straw, because water is again toxic for this semen. It will change the osmolarity and will damage the sperm cells. So semen, after thawing, it should be deposited within 10 to 15 minutes inside the uterus, that site that I have shown in the previous slide. Because if it not get deposited within this time interval, the sperms will get die. Because this straw, if you see, it is only 0.25 ml, less 1/4 of 1 ml. The content in this is 1/4 of 1 ml. 0.25 ml is the content, and in which we can see 10 lakhs, in lakhs of sperms are there in just 0.25 ml. You can see the nutrition of 0.25 ml nourishing for about 10 you can say 10 millions of the sperm. So for how long? Only for 5 to 10 minutes they can survive. And if we prolong the time of the thawing and insemination, artificial insemination, the sperms will get died. This is what the routine practice is being followed by the AI workers. What they do, the thawing, they take up the straw and put in their pocket and go for doing the AI at the farmer doorstep, and see how the result will get affected. So one more thing you should see to improve the conception, to improve the reproductive management, is the mitigation of the negative energy balance. Once the animal is imposed to energy balance, then only the reproductive process will be optimized. How this negative energy balance is affecting? Whenever the animal is in the stress, say for example, there is a heat stress, animal is in the negative energy balance, it affects its pituitary, it affects its brain, hypothalamus, and stress hormones are released, and the secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone, that is the improve that acts on the ovary gonadotropins for the development of the oocytes, and it will reduce, as well as it will reduce the hormones like follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. So heat stress is interfering the hormonal secretion for the oocyte development over the ovaries, and the fertility will get decreased. So animal should be in post energy balance to optimize the reproduction, to optimize the milk production, both. Another major reproductive problem is the abortion. As one reason for the abortion, I have discussed that if pregnant animal come in the heat, and owner is doing the, or this AI worker is doing the AI, artificial insemination, faulty AI, we can say, that may lead to the abortion of the animal. By definition, we can say that birth of you can say the calf or aborted calf before this before the full term, 9 months 9 days, it is called as the abortion. The reasons may be managemental, as we have discussed. Reasons may be the infection, some sort of the infection has been, that may be ascending or descending. Any nutrition, poor nutrition, negative energy balance is there. If negative energy balance is there, cow will try to give more and more nutrition to her baby. As any of the, you can say the female, they try to nourish the baby present in the uterus, but up to an extreme, if very much poor nutrition is there, so it will lead to the abortion, it will lead to the death of the fetus there. And if toxic agents are being taken up by an animal, say for example the feed that are highly containing the estrogenic lethal genes, if get accumulated there, that may lead to the abortion. So this type may be there, but in such cases the management is the isolation of that mother, because sometimes the reason may be the infection, particularly the brucella may be the reason. If brucella is the reason, it is a zoonotic disease that may pass to the human, that may pass to the workers that are being taking care for these animals, handling some infected discharges. So we should isolate that mother, we should clean that area, that should be clean, and proper disposal of fetus and placenta should be there, disinfection premises should be there. In such condition, when the abortion is there, it affects, certainly it will affect the milk production, because as a natural process, when 9 months and 9 days are there for the fetus in the uterus, it at the same time, in this time, at the same time, this, you can say, the udder get developed. There are the two systems of the udder. One is the epithelium type system, other is the ductular system. So epithelium system, or you can say glandular system, developed for the 9 months, and if the fetus aborted, so the development of this glandular system is not proper, and after 9 months, for you can say a few days, there is a ductular system developed. So how we can think that animal will give the milk when the ductular system, when the organ, when the factory is not developed proper, so the product, that is the milk, will not be proper. So another reason for poor milk production, and what the production intervention can be do is the problem is the dystrochia. What the dystrochia is, inability to give birth by self, or when any external assistance is required for the calving, it is called the dystrochia. Normal delivery, if it is not possible that animal is delivering the normally, it is called the dystrochia. So whenever there are chances, there are any external assistance is being required, it means we are inserting the hand inside the genital tract, or we are pulling the fetus. So for those reasons, any sort of infection will certainly go inside the uterus. So that animal will affect, the reproductive system will get affected, the milk production will get affected, the animal will get under the stress. So all these will lead to the economic loss in terms of the treatment, medicinal, infection, postpartum infection, poor milk yield. They will lead to the loss of the farmer. So certainly this can be prevented also. Like if we have taken up the record when the AI was done, so we can think after 9 months that animal will about to deliver. So we can make a call or to the doctor, to the expert or the local vet there, that he should be vigilant that animal is about to deliver. So whenever the assistance is required, he may be called upon. So treatment and management, if animal fails, certainly it will require the help of a veterinary doctor. Management is like the breeding strategies, cow with good body condition score. Many a times what happen, animal, say particularly for the heifer that is being, you can say the inseminated for the first time, if it is not in proper body condition score, how she can deliver the baby of 25 kg, calf of 25 kg, when itself his pelvic region is not properly developed. So special care for the heifer is required, and particularly when we are using the exotic semen of bull that is weighing about 8 quintals. So in that disproportionate weight certainly leads to the dystocia. It will increase the chances of the dystocia. Inputs of the nutrition. Even if such heifers are mated, we can improve the nutrition. Post energy balance should be there throughout the pregnancy. Hygiene should be there. Infection should not be there. Vaccination, as brucella and some other conditions may also causing these reasons. So vaccination should be proper there. Record of the gestation period. Many a times, what happens? Farmer is not knowing that one when the AI was being done. Many a times, animal may get overgestation with live fetus inside the uterus. It will you can say increase in size day by day, so it will lead to the dystocia. So this way, whenever these reproductive problems are there, whenever we will remove the fetus or any reproductive problems are there, animal will not give proper milk yield will go down, right? And as well as the quality will go down. Another condition is the prolapse. Here we can see clearly some pink mucus mass is coming out from the reproductive tract. It is clear-cut picture here. So in this, mostly this condition occurs after the postpartum, means after the delivery. Many a times when the uterus is not properly, you can say, toned, calcium level is less, phosphorus level is less, and animal is energy deficient, poor body condition score. Such animal after delivery, immediately the part of the uterus, part of the reproductive tract come out from the this vagina. This is called the prolapse. It causes other causes like the lack of the exercise, slanting or slippery flow is there. These may lead to the prolapse. So treatment is certainly the veterinary interventions are required. Take care of what are the etiological factors. Nutrition input should be given in case of throughout the pregnancy. Management, like proper flow should be there. When the prolapse is you can say first degree, less content of the prolapse part is coming out, what we can do, we can make a pit here. We can make a pit in the front lines, and we can make a posture that hind legs are raised above and front legs are below the level of the hind legs, so that this rear quarter will be held up and this prolapse mass will get inside there. One major problem is the retention of the placenta or fetal birth. Immediately after the delivery, routinely the animal removes the placental content within the 3 to 8 hours. If the placenta, what the placenta is you can say the maternal fetal attachment. The fetus is getting nourished with the uterus, with this blood supply and containing the veins, nerves, arteries, all these things. So this is called the placenta. Placenta is maternal fetal attachment for the nutritional exchange. It routinely gets expelled within 3 to 8 hours after the calving. But many a times, if it is retained beyond the 12 hours, it is called the retention of placenta. So there are again lot many reasons. Reproductive management of failures may be reasons for this retention of placenta, like infection, abortion, premature birth, nutrition deficiencies, poor management, dystocia. All these may lead to the retention of placenta. Clinically, what we can see, simply the hanging placenta is there. Animal may get the fever. Anorexia means the lack of appetite may be there. When animal is lack of appetite is there, you can see here animal has delivered the calf, but with the placenta, when placenta is hanging there, animal is, due to these symptoms, due to other systemic symptoms also, animal is in stress, and that may lead to septicemia also because of this infection. Septicemia means when the infection occurs inside the blood. So how the milk production will be affected, as well as the quality will get affected. When even after the delivery, earlier we have studied about the abortion, in which the full delivery is not taking place. Animal the abortion is there before the 9 months and 9 days. Here, even after the full, you can say exact delivery, right delivery without dystropia. If placenta get hangs, again the milk production will be affected. So here, economic loss in terms of people, poor reproduction, reduced milk, antibiotic treatments, and these are the how the farm economy will get be affected by these reproductive problems. Treatment of this retention placenta manual we can remove many times. The field worker they remove this placenta manually. Calcium, it is mainly because of the calcium deficiency. Some hormone interventions can be given, oxytocin, prostaglandin, some broad spectrum antibiotics, herbal drugs. These are routinely herbal drugs. Say in homemade recipe also, what we call the kara can be given. Herbal drugs contains similar type of embolics, means that they will cause the contraction in the uterus and evacuation of the placenta. These are the herbal drugs. So improve nutrition, hygiene, record other parameters where we can prevent this ROP. Some other reproductive interventions, some other hormonal interventions where we can improve this reproduction, improve the conception. One common thing is that the synchronization protocol, the hormones, say GnRH, progesterone, and HCG. These are the different types of the hormone that are being used, and we have found that conception rate is increased there. One common protocol is being used by most of the time. That is named as the GPG protocol or off-sync protocol, in which the combination of the prostaglandin and GnRH is being used, and fixed time artificial insemination is being done. Fixed time means that animal may or may not show the heat symptoms. Say GPG protocol is done, and after fixed time, after a gap of 18 hours, when the protocol is over, the fixed time insemination is done. GPG protocol includes first injection of the GnRH on day 0, then 7, on day 7 prostaglandin, then day 9 GPG, on 10th day we can do the AI whether animal show or not show the signs of the estrus, and conception range may be 40, 50, 60% depending on the nutrition status of that animal. Coming to the conclusion, here I conclude that improvement in reproduction is definitely a make the dairy entrepreneur a profitable business. So, which require overall better management, better reproductive managements, and scientific interventions. Right from the calf, when the animal is pregnant, right from when the calf is in the gestation, during the delivery, as we have seen different conditions during the delivery, as well as during the upbringing, because we have seen when heifer is of poor body condition score, and if we do the mating of that, that will lead to the other reproductive problems. And during the early stages, every stage of the life, in a very holistic way, thereby we can generate more money and we service quality milk production to finally raise the socio-economic status of the livestock farmers. So this is how we have is important for the milk production. That's all for this today's presentation. Any query? Over to you, the coordinator. Hello. Hello. This is over from my side.
Give me 1 second, sir. Uh, Participants, if you have any questions, I'm turning the microphone on. You can ask any question. Well, if you have any questions, you can ask now on the microphone or in the chat. Participants, do you have any questions? You could raise your hands, or if you have any questions, you can directly ask on microphone. I don't think, sir, there are any questions. I think, sir, I would like to thank you for this wonderful session. And on behalf of NADCL, I would and our participating institute, I would want to thank you. Thank you very much for joining this session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.